Welcome to Ramblings with Joe, Running Gun Edition. We'll get back to that list I'm doing. I just got a busy time at work right now, so this is going to be a quick episode. Thought I'd share a story that happened yesterday. I deliver to a lot of places. I deliver to many secluded places out in the country. It's one of the things I like about my job. I get to meet different people in different settings all over Georgia. So yesterday I'm delivering to a very secluded spot, and I'm delivering a very high-end workbench. It is a metal workbench with many drawers, and it is inside a huge wooden crate. This is a very large, it barely fits out the door sideways, which is how everything has to go out like this. The guy I'm delivering it to, he's one of the owner's workers, and he comes down from the shop that they're building on this guy's property, and he greets me and asks me how I'm doing, and I tell him I'm doing good, and ask him how he's doing, and he's doing fine as well. So we get the workbench to the end of the truck, and he says, "Can you get it to the ground somehow?" I said, "Yeah, I got a lift gate. I can put it on the ground." He said, "I'm gonna go get the bobcat and some chains." And I think to myself, well, that could mess things up. Bobcat and chains. Maybe he's got forks that he's got on it, but he goes and gets it, and I get it to the ground, and he comes up, and he's got an actual bobcat with a bucket on the front, and we're standing there, and we're trying to figure out how are we going to put this on this bobcat without tearing up the contents of the crate. The crate, used to be when something came in a crate, it was meant to protect it. Now it's just meant to protect the aesthetics. The wood is, very, very thin, so, denting it is still a possibility. Well, he picks up the first chain, and about this time, a flatbed truck with a mule, a forklift that's designed to be on the back of the flatbed goes by, and I didn't notice if it had anything when he went by, and he stops in the middle of the road, on the other side of me. I'm also in the road. And he gets out, and he's walking back, and I look at the gentleman I'm delivering to, and I tell him, I say, "Well, you're a very popular fellow today. Looks like you're getting another delivery." He says, "I'm not expecting anything else." And he looks up over at the truck, and about that time, the guy gets there, and he says, "Y'all look like you're having a time." He said, Yeah, we're trying to figure this out." And he said, "Would you like me to use my forklift and just bring it up to your barn for you?" And the guy I'm delivering to says, "Well, I don't have any cash on hand." Now I'll call him a forklift operator. The forklift operator says, "Oh man, I'm not asking for money. I'm offering to give you help." And the guy kind of stands back a little bit, looks at him, and I reach out to give him a fist bump, and I tell him, I said, "I don't think people are used to nice people anymore." And he says, "Well, when I'm around, they better get used to it." And the fellow said, "Absolutely. I absolutely would love for you to do that." And he reached out and shook his hand. I thought he was going to hug him for a minute. And I got him to sign for the crate, and the forklift operator, he heads over to his forklift to unhook it from his truck. These things are meant to be hooked and unhooked on the truck really fast. So by the time I'm back in my truck and I am leaving, he has got this guy's new workbench picked up and halfway up his driveway toward that barn. So I give the old two toots to the air horn, and he waves to me and smiles, and my day was better. I think that the guy who received the workbench, I think his day was better. And I know for a fact that forklift operator, that truck driver, I know for a fact his day was better. Because when you do acts of kindness for a fellow human being, it really does you more good than the people you're doing the kindness for. Anyway, it's going to be a quickie today because I'm up and out of here much earlier than I normally am, which I'm grateful for because a lot of people in this world have a hard time, and I have a good job. That leads me to be very grateful a lot of the time. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day. I hope that you go out there and you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, I bid you adieu.